Well, the Connor Bedard Red Outburst Young Guns numbered out of 25 just sold on eBay, and it sold for a pretty huge amount. We're talking more than $24,000 Canadian. Congrats to whoever pulled this. This one's number 9 of 25. I pulled just his regular Young Guns and I feel like I won the lottery. I can't even imagine what it's like to pull a Red Outburst. And I gotta say, I'm liking these new hits that Upper Deck has added. Not sure I'm planning to own anything from this set long term, but it's definitely fun times. I got another video out that looks at a bunch of the big sales from release week, so check that one out. But I'm making this video because something about this Red Outburst sale causes alarm bells to go off. Uh-oh. Buyer beware. Just another reminder to be cautious online. Because there's something going on here, and I wonder if it's shill bidding. And as a little reminder, eBay defines shill bidding as when someone bids on an item to artificially increase its price, desirability, or search standing. Let's take a bit of a closer look at this sale. And let's start by looking at some of the basic info about the sale. So the auction ran for 7 days, ending on March 14th. It had 27 bidders and 44 total bids. And final sale price was $24,200. But if you look at the bid summary page, we can find more info. And once we're here, let's start at the bottom, where you can see the date and times of all the bids and the bid amounts. So the left column shows the bidder, which is kept pretty anonymous. But what you should look at is the number in brackets, and this shows their feedback score. So a high number shows that they're pretty active with buying and selling on eBay, and then a low number shows a low amount of feedback, which means that they haven't done a lot of transactions, or they might be a new account. So on the surface, things actually look pretty legit. There's lots of bid action, which you'd expect for a popular card, and you can see most of the accounts have feedback in the hundreds, and even some in the thousands. And then the winner has a feedback score of 142, so nothing too crazy here. The account below is maybe a bit fishy with feedback of only 6, but the other bids look like legit accounts. But let me draw your attention to this part. Normally we don't see this, but this auction had 11 retractions. So you gotta ask, what's up with that? So we gotta go to the bottom of the bid summary page, and this is where it gets a little bit stinky. Look at all the canceled bids. But not only that, look how much the bids are for. In total, there's 11 canceled, and they're all hovering between $23,100 and $24,300. And this is where you start seeing accounts with barely any feedback making gigantic bids. You can see there are accounts with feedback scores of 6, feedback scores of 1. So yeah, it looks like there's definitely some funny business going on here. And then check this out. We got a bid for $24,300, which would have been the highest bid amount since the auction closed at $24,200. And so what could have easily been the winning bid ends up being from an account with 0 feedback. And for a bit more info on this bidder, you can click to see their 30-day bid summary. And what a surprise! This account has no action. So it looks like some funny business was definitely going on here. Who opens an eBay account and the first thing they do, and only thing they do, is bid more than $24,000 on a card? Come on. Pretty brutal. And then something else I noticed after looking at all the accounts and their 30-day bid summaries. We have this account with a feedback score of 6 that bid $23,100 on March 9th. About 5 days before the auction ended. Looking at this account's 30-day summary, you can see there were 111 total bids, 27 items bid on, and this is where it gets odd. Looking at bid activity percentage, which shows the percentage of all bids from this account that went to this specific seller, it's 39%, which seems like a lot, especially for a fairly new account. So yeah, something smells fishy. And unfortunately, eBay hides a lot of additional info for privacy reasons, which I get, but that makes it hard to really dig into the data. But my guess is that it's dirty data. Definitely dirty data. Ay, ay, ay. And a couple more things. If you've been following this auction, you might have seen that over the past couple of weeks, a couple more Bedard Red Outbursts have been pulled and sold. And so there were 2 more that both sold on March 21st, both in auction. One is numbered 16 to 25, which sold for just over 17,000 Canadian. And then the other numbered 10 to 25 sold for around 14,400. So almost $3,000 less than the other, and almost $10,000 less than our featured card number 9 of 25. One thing to note, and that's written in the description of the lowest price listing, it says, "See pictures." And in the description, there's a note that says, "Look at surface edge, please." At a quick glance at the photos, I really can't see anything glaring, nothing that really stands out, but there must be some issue which would definitely hurt the sale price, and that should scare off some bidders. So maybe this makes sense that the one with some surface and edge damage would sell for a few grand less. But I was wondering, does anything else look fishy here? I won't go into too much detail, but I encourage you to check out the bid history page and have a look for yourself. Does anything stand out? Because a few things caught my eye. So yeah, just a reminder to be careful out there if you're bidding in auctions, because it can be easy to get carried away, especially if some of the bidders in the auction have ulterior motives. Sometimes you just gotta cut loose and live to fight another day, even if it is a low pop or low numbered card. Oh yeah, and there's another funny sale for this Bedard Young Guns that sold on March 9th. This one is a bit different. This one sold for a pretty high price with some interesting bid history. It doesn't look the same as the red Outburst though, which just shows there's many ways to artificially inflate a price. So check out the video where I cover some of the highest sales from the Series 2 release week. And if you can't get enough of Connor Bedard's Series 2 content, well, I rolled the dice and submitted my recent poll to PSA. How do you think I did? I sent it in using the Value Plus service with a 20-day business turnaround, so it should be coming back fairly soon. And if you're curious about some of the shipment details and costs, you can check that video out. And of course, stay tuned for the exciting reveal. I think this is going to come back a 10. And if you just can't get enough of the topic of shill bidding, a little while back we looked at some funky bid action with this Nick Suzuki inscribed Future Watch auto. It's a pretty sweet card, but what happens when a buyer with zero feedback wins an auction? If you like this type of stuff, or if you're curious about what some of Nick Suzuki's most expensive cards are, give that video a watch. And leave a comment if you have any thoughts about shill bidding. Have you ever experienced it? Where have you seen it? Yeah, let us know. I read every comment, so don't be shy. Anyway, just a reminder to be careful out there when you're shopping in auctions. And if you made it this far, I should remind you that I made a part 2 video to celebrate the 1,000 subscriber milestone. So there are fabulous prizes to be won, plus a hobby box rip I've been saving up for a special day. So check that one out if you haven't. I'll be announcing that one fairly soon too, so don't miss out. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.